Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Fluent Mic English.
It is great to be back here with you.
Today, we have a very special episode planned. We are going back to the basics.
That sounds interesting. When you say basics, what do you mean exactly?
I mean the fundamental way we learn language. Today's topic is repeat after me.
Repeat after me. That sounds simple enough. Like a parrot?
Exactly like a parrot, but with a human brain. We are talking about a technique called shadowing.
Shadowing. That is a great vocabulary word. Can you define that for our listeners?
Of course. To shadow someone usually means to follow them closely, like a shadow on the ground.
Right, like a detective following a suspect.
Exactly. But in language learning, shadowing means you listen to English audio and repeat it immediately.
So you don't wait for the sentence to finish?
No, you try to speak almost at the same time as the speaker. You mimic them.
To mimic means to copy or imitate, right?
Yes, you mimic their speed, their emotion, and their pronunciation.
Why is this so effective? Why can't I just read a textbook?
Textbooks are great for grammar rules, but they don't help your mouth muscles.
Mouth muscles. I usually think of muscles when I go to the gym.
Speaking a language is a physical act. It is like a sport.
I see. So my tongue and lips need to go to the gym?
Precisely. We call this muscle memory. Do you know what muscle memory is?
I think so. It is when your body remembers how to do something without thinking.
Yes, like riding a bicycle. You don't think about balance, you just do it.
So we want English pronunciation to become muscle memory.
That is the goal. We want you to speak without translating in your head first.
That is the dream. Translating in my head takes too much time.
It makes the conversation slow. Shadowing helps you gain speed.
Okay, so how do we start? Do we just turn on the radio?
You can, but it is better to use materials with a transcript first.
A transcript is the written text of the audio, correct?
Yes, that way you can check new words, but the focus is on the sound.
Should we focus on individual words or whole sentences?
Focus on chunks. A chunk is a group of words that naturally go together.
Can you give us an example of a chunk?
Sure. Instead of learning how, are, and you separately, you learn how are you as one sound.
Right. It sounds more like how are you than three separate robot words.
Exactly. Native speakers blend words together. This is called connected speech.
Connected speech. Is that why native speakers sometimes sound like they are mumbling?
Sometimes, but usually it's just efficient speaking. Let's try an example.
I am ready. What should I repeat?
Let's use a common phrase. What are you doing?
Okay. What are you doing?
That was very clear. But in fast, casual English, it sounds like, what you doing?
Oh, wow. What you doing? That is very different.
Yes, if you try to say every letter, you will sound stiff.
Stiff means unnatural or rigid, right?
Correct. We want you to sound fluid and relaxed.
So shadowing helps us learn these reductions and connections?
It helps with reductions, and it also helps with intonation.
Intonation is the music of the language, isn't it?
Beautifully said. It is the rise and fall of your voice.
In some languages, the tone changes the meaning of the word.
In English, the tone changes the emotion or the intent.
Can you give us an example of how intonation changes meaning?
Sure. Listen to this sentence. I didn't say he stole the money.
Okay, that seems like a simple fact.
Now, listen if I stress the first word. I didn't say he stole the money.
Ah, that implies that someone else said it, not you.
Correct. Now listen to this. I didn't say he stole the money.
That implies that someone stole it, but not him. Maybe she stole it.
Exactly. The words are the same, but the meaning changes completely.
Shadowing helps us practice this stress so we don't sound like robots.
Yes, when you copy the audio, you must copy the emotion too.
What if I feel silly doing this, talking to myself in my room?
That is a very common feeling. It can feel awkward.
Awkward means uncomfortable or embarrassing.
Yes, but you have to push through the awkwardness.
There is a great idiom for this. Fake it till you make it.
I love that idiom. Can you explain it?
It means to act confident and pretend you know what you are doing until you actually do know.
That is perfect for language learning. Pretend you are a native speaker.
So act like an actor in a movie.
Yes, adopt the persona. Use your hands. Move your face.
Does moving your body actually help?
Surprisingly, yes. Many studies show that using gestures helps memory.
So if the audio says stop, I should put my hand up?
Absolutely. It connects the physical action to the word.
I want to talk about difficulty. Should we shadow easy things or hard things?
Start with something easy. If it is too hard, you will get frustrated.
We often say, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Another excellent idiom. It means don't try to do too much at once.
So start with children's stories or slow podcasts?
Yes, podcasts like this one. We speak clearly and at a moderate pace.
Once we get the hang of it, we can try faster audio.
To get the hang of it means to learn the skills needed to do something.
Exactly, like when you first learn to drive and then you get the hang of it.
Let's discuss one more technique related to repetition.
Is it the echo method?
Yes, the echo method is slightly different from shadowing.
How does it work?
In shadowing, you speak with the audio. In the echo method, you listen, pause, and then repeat.
So you hold the sound in your mind for a second?
Yes, you let the sound echo in your brain, then you say it.
This seems better for beginners, right?
It can be. It gives you time to process the sounds.
I imagine it helps you hear your own mistakes too.
That is a key point. You need to listen to yourself.
Would you recommend recording ourselves?
Highly recommended. Record yourself on your phone.
And then compare it to the original audio?
Yes, it might be painful to listen to your own voice at first.
I hate listening to my own voice. It sounds so strange.
Everyone feels that way, but it is the fastest way to improve.
You can hear if your pronunciation is off.
If something is off, it means it's not quite right, maybe incorrect.
Let's do a quick practice round for our listeners right now.
Great idea. I will say a sentence and I want our listeners to repeat it.
I will do it too, to show them how.
Here is the sentence. Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect.
Good. Now a bit longer. The more I practice, the better I get.
The more I practice, the better I get.
Excellent intonation. You went up on practice and down on get.
I tried to mimic your rhythm.
Let's try a tricky word. Vegetable.
Vegetable.
Many students say vegetable. 4 syllables.
But it is actually 3, right? Vegetable.
Yes, the middle E disappears. Veg-ta-bull.
It sounds like table at the end. Vegetable.
This is why repetition is key. You can't guess the pronunciation from spelling.
English spelling is notoriously difficult.
Notoriously means famous for a bad reason.
Like a notorious criminal.
Exactly. So trust your ears, not your eyes.
That is a powerful slogan. Trust your ears, not your eyes.
When you do shadowing, try to close your eyes.
That helps you focus purely on the sound.
Before we wrap up, I want to address one more challenge.
What is that?
Consistency. Doing it every day.
Ah, yes. Many students practice for 3 hours on Sunday and then nothing.
That is not effective. It is better to do 10 minutes every day.
10 minutes seems manageable. Like while washing the dishes?
Yes, or while driving to work. That is the beauty of podcasts.
You don't need a pen and paper. You just need your voice.
Repetition creates deep neural pathways in the brain.
Deep neural pathways. That sounds scientific.
It just means the information travels faster. It becomes automatic.
Like when someone says hello, you automatically say hi.
You don't conjugate the verb to greet. You just say it.
So, to summarize today's lesson, what are the main points?
First, use shadowing. Listen and repeat immediately.
Second, focus on chunks and connected speech, not just isolated words.
Third, mimic the intonation and emotion. Be an actor.
And finally, be consistent. A little bit every day.
Practice makes perfect.
Or, as some coaches say, perfect practice makes perfect.
That is right. Make sure you are mimicking good, clear audio.
Thank you for breaking this down for us.
To break down means to explain something step by step.
We hope our listeners will try shadowing this week.
Use this episode. Go back to the beginning and shadow our conversation.
That is a great challenge. Try to sound exactly like the host.
Or exactly like the guest.
We look forward to hearing about your progress.
Leave a comment if you can and tell us your favorite English tongue twister.
Oh, tongue twisters. Those are sentences that are very hard to say.
Like, she sells seashells by the seashore.
Wow, slow down. I can't say that one fast.
We will save tongue twisters for another episode.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you for listening to Fluent Mic English.
Keep practicing, keep repeating, and keep learning.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.